everybody, Shwayze here, and in today's video we're going to do a quick overview of the brand new 2022 Kia Sportage. We're going to go over the exterior, interior, and talk about some of the features and specs that you should know about. So without further ado, let's get started. Now before we get started, I do want to give a huge thank you to the Rocky Mountain Automotive Press for giving us the opportunity to review all of these vehicles. Now unfortunately I didn't get all of the vehicles in today's event on camera, but this was an awesome event and I'm going to put their information down below so you guys can reach out to them if you have any questions. And also a huge thank you to the manufacturers and press vehicles that were out at today's event for giving us the opportunity to sit behind the wheel and really test drive these vehicles. Okay, let's talk about the Sportage. Now this competes with the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, kind of the, compact crossover segment. And Kia has done a really good job with this brand new redesign. Now, some people may not like it. The design is a little striking. I personally really like how it looks. It looks different than every other compact crossover on the market. You do have an LED light strip that comes down here. Your headlights are obviously over here. You've got this kind of tiger nose grille, which is Kia's kind of brand name for its grille. And then you do have the new updated Kia logo. I really like this color. I'm going to put the name of the color on the screen right now. It's kind of like a light mint green almost, but not mint. It's kind of hard to describe. I haven't seen this color very often on other vehicles. Now, this particular trim level is the X-PRO, and that really just means it's kind of more of the off-road aesthetic look to it. And included in that is these matte black wheels, which look really nice, kind of give it a more rugged appearance to it. You also do get the two-tone paint job. So as you can see, it may be hard on camera, but you do have kind of a blacked out roof, and then the rest of the vehicle is body painted color. So it looks really nice. I kind of like that. It gives it a more of a sporty appearance. So that's another advantage of getting the X-PRO. You also get standard LED headlights when you go for the X-PRO, and then you have some cladding over here at the bottom to protect it from like rock chips and debris when you're driving off-road. Now, this is obviously not an off-road vehicle. You don't even have a 4-low or anything like that, but it's meant to give it kind of a more rugged appearance, and I think they've accomplished that. Now, talking about design, coming over to the side, I think they did a really good job over here with, again, that black kind of top and then the body painted color at the bottom. You do have this kind of texture, which I've seen on Kia Carnivals and other vehicles as well. You do have a black roof rack. Now, coming over to the back, it's a little bit more subtle or subdued compared to the front end. Still a really nice overall back of the vehicle. And what really takes the cake on this vehicle is the interior, because I literally opened it up and said, whoa, and not intentionally, because the interior really punches above its weight. So starting off with the door panel, really nice use of material. You do kind of have this wood grain material to it. You do have memory seats as well. Really soft touch leather. This is also a soft touch injection molded plastic. So that is really nice to have. And then even the door handle, I mean, it's just like this aluminum look and feel to it. Just feels really nice. Not something you'd find in a typical compact crossover. And coming over to the seats, you have a texture and a quilted design to them, which is not something I've ever seen on a compact crossover. And that's what really made me say, whoa, especially when we get to the back. It carries over to the back as well. And then it doesn't stop there. I mean, starting over, these vents are kind of funky looking. I really like that. You do have your light controls and your power liftgate and then your parking brake as well. And then up here, this is also soft touch injection molded plastic. Same thing you'd find on the door panel. That really surprises me on a compact crossover, because I point this out in a lot of my videos, but most compact crossovers or just like average vehicles have this as hard touch plastic versus this is soft touch. You do have hard touch over here, but that's really out of reach. Now, looking at the interior of the cabin, this is where it really punches above its weight, which is typical for Kia products. They're always kind of above the class that they're competing with. You've got another little bit of wood grain that goes all the way across to the passenger side. Really nice look to it. Again, that vent looks really cool. It's very symmetrical to the driver's side. And then this is the creme de la creme. Let me turn the vehicle on. You've got these dual 12.3-inch displays, which look absolutely fantastic. The other cool touch to this is actually a screen. On other Kia models that I reviewed, these have been hard touch buttons, or physical buttons, I should say. And here it is a touchscreen, and really quick to work. I mean, I haven't had any issues. It takes just a second to get used to, but these are common buttons you'd find on other Kias. And then this is the common software you find on every single Kia product. Really intuitive, really easy to use. I've reviewed this in my Kia Carnival, so if you want to see more information on this infotainment screen, check out that video. This is an also all digital 12.3-inch display. It's very, you know, a lot of people compare this to Mercedes-Benz because they kind of have that same type of style. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing a curved screen, you know, this is a Kia, so take that for what it's worth. This does have a slightly curved screen, really nice look to it, kind of reminiscent of what Cadillac has in its Escalade. You do have a really nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. You got all of the safety features, including when you turn the blinker on, yep, it turns on the camera that's on the passenger and driver side. Really nice touch there. And then coming down here, you do have wireless charging with a really big bin. You also have a 12-volt adapter. You got USB ports there as well. You do have heated and ventilated seats on this model, and you have a heated steering wheel. And then coming further down, this is your shifter. Feels really good in the hands. And then these are your drive modes, so you can turn on your all-wheel drive or your four-wheel drive, and then the snow mode, normal mode, auto start stop off. You do have an auto hold feature, and then a trail control coming downhill, which is really nice to have. You don't see that on every vehicle. And then we hit the camera button, and if you guys have seen, I've used this on other vehicles, except this feature. This is new to me on a Kia. This is amazing. I mean, this is something you find on 100, or I should say, okay, $80,000 German vehicles, and this is on a Kia. And we'll talk about price here in a minute, but really, really incredible system. This is the first time I'm using this system in a Kia, and it works very, very seamlessly, very snappy. And then you have your parking sensor off button. You do have a big cubby over here, and you may be wondering, well, how am I going to fit a cup holder? It's going to kind of wobble around. Well, you push this button, and actual cup holders present themselves. So that's really cool. I've never seen that before. You do have a nice leather-wrapped armrest. Open it up, nice little storage bin, and then passenger side, like I said, same nice use of materials. Now let's jump to the back. Okay, coming back here, they really didn't skimp out on much of the material. You still have that same pleated, quilted leather seats on the back. You do have two cup holders located over here on the armrest, and you do have rear air vents, so that's really nice to have. That's not on every single compact crossover. You do have some hard touch plastic here, but hey, they do have to cut costs somewhere to keep this within an affordable range. Again, nice leather over here, same wood grain and same nice door handle. Overall, really nice interior, and look at that. This vehicle does actually come with a panoramic moonroof, so this does slide back further if you can't tell on camera. That's really incredible. You don't really see that often. You do have a slot here where I believe you could put like an iPad or something, and you do have a USB port over here, or a micro USB to plug in some devices and charge them. Let's talk about the storage in the back, or let's show you what that looks like. Again, you do have a power lift gate, which is really nice to have. And honestly, I was surprised by the size. It's a pretty deep storage compartment over here in the trunk area. Not too much more to report back here aside from a 12-volt adapter. And then you can fold the seats down by pulling this lever, and they fold down automatically. Now, the passenger seat is in the way, otherwise it would have folded down more. Now, under here, you do have a spare tire, which is nice to have, and nothing really else to report. That is pretty much the summary of the interior. Okay, now let's talk engine options. Now, real quick, this does not have hood struts. This does have this little bar here, but again, they have to cut costs somewhere to be able to keep it affordable and still offer some really nice amenities. Now, Kia actually offers 3 different engines with the Sportage. This one in particular is the base 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. Now, you can upgrade to a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid that also has an electric motor attached to it, and that produces 227 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. And you can get either one of those in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Now, Kia is offering a third powertrain, and that's a plug-in hybrid. So you can get 34 miles of electric range for a total of 430 miles between gas and electricity. It only comes in all-wheel drive, and it comes mated to the 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Now, that particular trim produces 261 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Now, in case you're wondering about MPG, this one in particular is 25 in the city, 32 in the highway for 28 combined. Now, if you choose the hybrid, you can get anywhere from a combined 38 to 44, depending on the 2-wheel drive or all-wheel drive option, and then 35 MPG or 84 MPGE on the plug-in hybrid, which is a truly incredible amount. So if you guys have a pretty short commute, the plug-in hybrid may be the one to go for. Now, pricing for the Sportage with the base engine starts just around $25,000. If you choose the hybrid, that's just a couple $1,000 more than that. And then if you choose the plug-in hybrid, well, that can get you to almost $40,000. Now, I will say this vehicle is a bargain. I mean, for under $40,000, the vehicle punches above its weight. The interior is absolutely fantastic. It rivals some entry-level luxury vehicles, and the exterior has a really striking style that makes it said, a little bit different than some of the competition. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the brand new Kia Sportage. Would you buy this as your daily driver? And if so, why? And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick overview of the Sportage. If this is your first time stopping by, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And as always, everybody, I hope you stay schwazy, stay healthy, have a wonderful day.